of you want to do things right? To keep up with keeping your lives tight. Tight as in being right with the truth of true insight. Who of you want to do things right? Who of you want to truly succeed in attaining all in that which is your need? To be heard by the real answerer of all deeds, the true hero of all whom pleads. Who of you really want to bow down to the true King of Kings commanding the crown? To worship the one that ever rules alone, commanding everything of creation from the seat of its throne.
You want to mess with me, I put my devil on you. It will righteously tear you apart.
See, that's the truth. That the people that watch this program who are familiar with those traditions of Muhammad, when Muhammad said, "My Satan serves Allah."
Oh yeah.
It don't bother me no more. It's been cast and like he said before. And I used to see what people fail to realize on this path. I used to give explanations in reality to the thing that we all verbalize and say. See, to come to this way, I used to show us now that you want to experience these things. You read the holy books, follow the guidance. Then Allah calls you to experience these things to come to know. Say, okay, Allah, following your way in righteousness is the only way to God. And that's why I say people in religions fight one another and say, my way is right, my way is right, my way is right. And then none of you found one the true way that is sent down all the time. Right. You have chosen your gods and made them the power and said, okay, this is it.
You know, brother minister, my way is right if my is L.
Okay. Yeah, right.
If you calling L my, then
I understand.
My way is right. And I can't fight you on it. But if my is not L, if you referring to my as something other than L,
right.
I'm sorry, but whoever that my is not right. And everybody ego wants to identify with the great definite article, the most important thing, the most essential element of life inside themselves, but they don't want to be subservient to it. They want to lead it.
Yeah.
Yeah. The community of fools inside themselves wants to lead.
Wants to lead
it.
Right.
You want to lead You want to lead the thing. You want to lead that which created you.
Not only created you, but creates you. Because as long as we are still here, we're still being created. Right. That's what you call being sustained. Now you think about it. Think about the sweat coming out of your body and popping off your head and going into death. If it's not replaced with another, the birth of another sweat bubble, you're going to dry out, buddy.
Yes.
And that's the way it is with all the elements in the essence of your being. It's constantly being created. That's what you call sustaining. Sustenance, it's like the sun in the sky, man. Where them fuels come from? People want to act like those fuels are just there. And you're being told that it's constantly being burned up. Radiation doing its thing, heat doing its thing, light doing its thing. Well, who is it that keeps fueling it? The Creator keeps creating that sun, which we call sustaining, maintaining. So it's the one that creates us, not created. It is still here, still doing its thing. You know, I beg to differ with them fools who try to make Ahezaah shut up. Saying stupid things like Muhammad is the last, the final. How stupid can you be to say that the Lord is not going to speak to his creation anymore? That El is finished. For El to never send a messenger or a prophet anymore, that means El has put in this pink card. I'm fired. I fire myself. Come on. You think about the Lord, the originator of life firing itself.
Then we ain't here no more. Then we're finished. That's it.
You know, I ain't talked to them human beings enough, and I'm tired of them. All of them niggas. White, black, brown, green, they're all niggas. I'm tired of them. I guess I won't speak to them no more. I ain't going to create nothing no more. Son, where you at? My only begotten. Is you out here? They say you my begotten. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you for being with them people, them fools.
Sort of like like Ahezaah's created something now it can sustain itself. Now you're a Lord all by yourself. Now you
The
your
thing
own
about
God.
it is Allah, the creator El, and Allah actually comes from El. A lot of people don't know that. El is El and Al, La, the no, or the nothing. Like when they say La ilaha, no, God, El, no, the nothing of creation. The nothing created. The unknown.
Yeah.
I'm sorry for dropping that on you like that, but you know, it just dropped on me. You know, tell them this. You know, I'm not a part of them niggas. You know, that want to lead me.
Now, see, someone watching the program and say, "See, he just made that up." Trust me, people out there say,
They could
Yeah,
say
but
that.
they did that same. They said the same thing to Jesus. You just made it up. This is the same thing to Muhammad. You just make it up.
Well, I don't get offended because it was just made up for me.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, you know, it came right to my mind. It was cooked. It said, "Hey, I got something baked for you. You want to share it?" I could be stingy and say, "No, Lord, I don't want to share it. I want to eat it myself."
Right.
You know, but no, I let it fall.
Right.
See, this is the beautiful thing about my job. My job being the message prophet.
Yes.
I say prophet hard and loud because, you know, you got a bunch of Muslims out there, they just go crazy when they hear me say that. You know, so you can imagine TV's probably turning off. I can't take it no more. But the job is, you know, like I wrestled with it in the beginning. You know, the human qualities of me was like fighting the Lord. But after a while, you know, I mean, the Lord is tight, man. You know, I mean, it's tight. I don't care what kind of fight you want to get in with the Lord, man. You can't whoop Allah. You understand? And it will tire you out. And if it means for you to do something for it or buy it or in the way of it, you gonna do it. I don't care how long it take, you gonna do it. And I get tired, so my thing is that I learned it don't matter what people think about me.
Right.
Look at this nation. The things that I told you all back in the early 90s and what have you.
It's coming to pass.
Look at it now. The very things we said. We even made music about it. The fires out in California and the bugs eating up the trees and doing all these different things, you know. I mean, like, you know, as witnesses, you know that Allah Ahezaah has said these things beforehand and then these things come to be. So it don't matter what they think about me. I've had people that go on their prayer carpets, and my Lord told me this, they go on their prayer carpets and they pray for my death, my demise. They don't think about, okay, I can't believe this man is a prophet, but let me just X that out and listen to whatever else he's saying. Let me try to see where he's coming from.
Right.
See, I've read a book, man, that I remember reading a book, man. It was a book on Sufism. And I read it, and the book was so beautiful. When I got near the end, it was one sentence that was totally out of whack. And I threw the whole book away. Then I had to go retrieve it. Because I said, wait a minute, that book was good, but let me get it so I remember to tell people don't read this book. This book is dangerous because it opened you up completely and then it dropped that poison in you in the end. You know what I mean? And I was so disturbed I had tore the page out of the book. Oh, who put this in there? This couldn't have come from that man. You know what I mean? Right. I remember one book I read, the brothers was telling me, man, you ain't ready for that. You see, people judge you by themselves, you know.
Right. Yes.
So you gonna hurt yourself trying to read this. It was Ibn al-Arabi.
Okay.
And they like they would tell you the Mathnawi of Rumi, man, that's too heavy for me, man. It's the Holy Quran of the mystics. It's a lie. It's not the Holy Quran of the mystics. There's only one Holy Quran, and nothing is to be compared with the Holy Quran.
Yes.
You understand? And And just like nothing is to be compared with the Torah or any book that Allah sent down. Nothing is to be compared with it. Huh? Not compared, not competing with it.
Yes.
Now joined in truth, yeah. You know, so anyway, he had said something about a man who says that he speaks to the Lord is insane, is crazy. And the way they made it insane was like this man was mentally imbalanced, not inwardly sane, but mentally imbalanced. He who says he speaks to the Lord is mentally imbalanced, insane, is crazy. Because man can only speak to the angels.
Yes.
You see? So that man is insane if he think he's talking to Allah. Now I said, oh Allah, this is what I'm talking about. Allah said, fret not. Let him say that. But you remember, I commanded you to refer everything to me. Because no matter what it comes through, the absolute end of it and beginning of it is me.
That's right.
And you identify me. So the different angels have come to me, and I could not bow down to them because I'm speaking to the higher source. And El has taken me and placed me in a relationship with it that not even the angels can compromise it. They can't come into this relationship. Even with Gabriel being unified with me and Allah in the divine threefold union, there's a place for it that it can't come with me and Allah. You see, now that's not by my command, that's by the Lord's command, that's by El's command. In other words, El is both our masters. Gabriel is my supporter and my helper. It's not my master.
Right.
And I'm not its master. We are like brothers in this divine threefold union of El. El is the master. And I recognize it and don't confuse it and will not dishonor it. So I look at that book and I say somebody translated that wrong because Ibn al-Arabi, everything that was brought to me about him was too deep for him to say such a thing. Right. Somebody, some devil instituted that, just like they instituted their falsehood in the Bibles and the translations of all the holy books, including the translations of the Holy Quran. Right. Yeah. And you be reading and thinking, yeah, I got it, and then you don't have it. Like I told a lot of Christians, they come and want to argue the Bible. And I ask them simply, and this is not to take anybody down, but this is like to let them know the truth. Have you ever read the Bible? Yes, I've read the Bible. You've read it in Aramaic, Hebrew, it's many other languages. Right. How many people know that all them different books of the Bible was written in different languages? Was originated in different languages. Right. So what are you reading? You're reading translations of things that other men wrote. You're reading translations, books that's been translated by people who favor saying certain things that you might not agree with. And then you get their supporters, the supporters of the devil, who are so unfair and unjust that will go into these books and cut and paste. They talking about cut and paste like it just was created with the computers. Man, they've been cutting and pasting for thousands of years. In the book of Isaiah, it says, in the book of Corinthians, it says, in the book of this, it says, and they get a whole sentence from this book, that book, and they paste it and put it all together. This is the message. Right.
Yeah, they do.
The preachers do that. They train to do that. They train to mislead. They train to take you where they want to take you. Huh? Yeah. They go from book to book to book to book to book to book, and then you say, well, who do you believe in? I believe in Jesus. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. You believe in Jesus, but you're going in all these other prophets' books. And then you want to raise Jesus, his only begotten son. And then the Muslims, Muhammad, wa salam, may Allah's peace and blessings be within about his presence. May he be in heaven in paradise in peace. God, man, if Muhammad ain't at peace by now, he ain't never gonna know peace. Yeah. Stop acting like Muhammad's around the corner. Huh? They say Muhammad, they act like Muhammad is around the corner. And they hoping and praying that Allah bless him with peace. Man, come on. Don't be so foolish. Yeah. Like a girl told me, young lady told me once, you dissing Muhammad. I'm just trying to tell the truth.
Okay.
You did tell the truth.
No, you dissing Muhammad. I'm honoring Muhammad. I'm saying the things that Muhammad would honor and recognize. You just don't know it. See, I know Muhammad better than you. Did you ever meet Muhammad? Did you meet him? Yes, I did. I've been to heaven and back. You don't know me. Yes, I've met Muhammad and Abraham and quite a few others. And I'm telling you, they will curse you for what you say about them lies you telling about them. Huh? And the great thing about it is you ain't got to believe it. Say what you want. Say that nigga crazy. He's out of his mind. He's deluded. He's this and that. I'm be smiling at you when I come back in the life hereafter if you're around. When I see you running down the path, that unseen path with that fire on your behind, I'm like, boy, that look like the cartoons back in the world. You know what I'm saying? Look at them burning up, running down there. All I can hear him saying is Allah's great name. Ah!
Yeah.
I know I'm joking about it, but brothers, you better take me seriously.
Very serious.
Definitely.
Very serious. Very serious. We were questioned in our discussions, myself and Idris, and we were talking about your name, Lord, Deen, Holy-Apostle Deen, and the way they translated in numerous ways. They say religion, faith, and the like. Right. And I was looking for faith, but there was one translation that had not occurred to me recently, but it was called judgment. Judgment, and it was pronounced like Yamal Deen or something like that. Yeah. You mentioned you're the messenger this day. You're the one that's given the world in the language of this day's world, in their mindset, something that everybody understands today. No one would understand Jesus or Muhammad, or if they came and spoke to them, no one would understand them. They don't. Well,
they would understand them if they was in this day and time speaking this language. Yes. They would understand them as much as they understand me, and they would line them up and say that they were deluded too, and be on their prayer carpets praying that they would die. You know, so they would shut up. Right. And if they could, they would string them up. Like if they could, they'd have strung me up. Brothers was talking about cutting my head off, man, ever since 1979, fading to the east, making that their religion, you know, to shut the Lord's words up. You understand what I'm saying? So, you know, it's no different with me than it will be with them. You know?
I think what Brother Fakir was trying to say is that, you know, a lot of people be saying they follow these prophets and everything if they came back in this day and time.
I know what he's saying. That's what I said. It's the same with me as it is with them. They will be doing this to them the same thing they want to do to me. But any man in his right mind is sit down and listen to me long enough, they can see that I'm not insane. You know, if anything, like I always say, look, if I'm not the messenger prophet of Allah, you should follow me anyway, because I must be a genius.
Maybe the people
if you respect genius, where this non-educated man come from that's helped people through college without high school? You understand? Help people transform their very lives. Took psychiatrists and had them as students of his over 10 years. I mean, the whole thing about it is that the miracle is the Lord itself manifesting in all his creation. You know, you could call me deluded, but try to wrestle with what I say. I guarantee you lose. Why do you think we don't have the hordes of brothers running behind us now? Why do you think you could walk in peace out there in Newark and Elizabeth and all these other areas with nobody attacking you anymore? I haven't changed my language.
Get a lot of looks.
Somebody has said, wait a minute, let me think about what this guy said, because so many things is happening like what he said. Let me think, let me go and read, let me study what he's talking about. I just call the people to, if you want to fight with me, you know, don't fight with me, fight with yourself. Prove to yourself that I'm wrong. Once you prove to yourself that I'm right or wrong, then you could take a position. But don't just listen to somebody else and say, he's deluded because your brother said he's deluded. That's clownish.
Well, I think what it is that a lot of people nowadays, when we first start going public and, you know, start getting the literature and everything out, I think a lot of people thought it was a challenge there on the table. I think now Ahezaah has caused them to realize that there's nothing to fight with. You know, I'm quite sure they did a lot of study and research and what have you to see can they say that you are truly stamp deluded. But I think because they have no evidence to back that up, they just back off. And now I think a lot of people is not only backing off, but privately paying attention.
Yeah.
Well, I told you a long time ago, first of all, before you lose that thought, first of all, it is a challenge. It's a challenge to everybody's intelligence. When Allah's word come down, that's a challenge to your intelligence. You've been given a lot of things in life. Now the Lord sent his word down, that's a challenge for you. Wait a minute, this says this, that, and the other. This goes against what I've been told. That's a challenge. Your intelligence is challenged. Okay, what you gonna do with this knowledge, this priceless information? This man ain't saying come and worship me, come and follow me, come and do this, that, and the other for me. This man said, I give this to you, I give the commandments to you. Now if Allah and its commandments said, be of this man, walk with this man, follow behind this man, listen to this man. That's A.H.A.D saying that.
Right.
You understand? So in essence, it was a challenge, but they didn't have to take it as a challenge.
No.
They had a choice. They had a choice whether they want to see it as a challenge or see it as a blessing.
The ones that took it as a challenge, many times want to debate, those who want to come in with the ego. I'm going to prove him wrong. Not take what A.H.A.D's word and say, could he be right? They don't do like Allah did with the people of Moses. If he ain't right, then what you worrying about? But if he's right, see, they ain't taking that position. They want to go, like you said, following their leaders.
Well, you got to remember that with Moses, it was only a few that took that position. Those were the ones in the king's court. They said to the king, listen, you got all the power, man. And I'm kind of scared of this guy because I've been hanging around Moses a long time. And I've been listening to what he's saying. Now, he done threw this stuff down here, and we can't defeat it. Why don't we just cool out?
Right.
You know, if Moses wrong, then Moses going to fail. But Lord, if you're wrong, our kingdom gonna fail. You know, but most of the people with Moses just wanted to get the hell out of bondage, and they went, and that's why before they could even get to the promised land, they was worshiping the golden calf and everything else, and that's the way our people were. You know, we've had such a struggle in the community of A.H.A.D itself.
Yeah.
Huh? Because the people, everybody wants to be, quote, unquote, God. The God himself, independent of El. That's the devil calling you. You know, to be independent. Yes. You know, if Allah says, say ah, you want to say ooh. Huh? Ah, ooh.
Right.
You know?
And they think that opposite is really attractive.
Yeah, they think opposite is power, but opposite means opposing. And who in their right mind want to oppose the eternal force? Yeah. You know? Yeah. I mean, you know, I tell you who's deluded. The people who make movies is deluded. Yeah. You know, just like, what is that, Star Wars. We talk about Darth Vader.
Right.
Huh? Now, they're deluded and out of their minds because they know that Darth is representative of dearth.
Right.
Dearth means emptiness. Devoid. Right. Huh? And Vedas is the wisdom. From the Sanskrit. Right. Veda is wisdom. Dearth, Veda. Dearth, empty of wisdom. That's Darth Vader. Now they know all this truth, and they putting it up on screen for you to enjoy as a misleading thing of your life. Oh, he's the dark one. He's evil. Immediately, if you see something black, immediately you think he's evil. I mean, like, look at the transformation they're going to have to make with the incoming president of the United States of America. Do you know how much that's going to bend the inner beings of so many people, not just Caucasians, but black folks themselves? Yeah. With this man being dark-skinned. Oh, man. After they get over their fright, because, you know, I'm telling you, when the people... Our people gonna stand around calling me deluded, and I've been saying this for a long time. They gonna stand around calling me deluded until the excrement hit the fan. Right. And when the excrement hit the fan, Caucasians gonna say, to hell with our leaders. I've been telling you that. Where's the man of Allah? Where's the man of Allah? I know that man is here. I want this man. I want my way out. The hell with you. Get out my way. Where you at? That's him? Right. Huh? And they the ones gonna come, and our people gonna be sitting back saying, you know, I was with him all the time. Huh? When we call for them to set up the place of worship for themselves. The altar of sacrifice for Ahezaah for themselves. Ahezaah done sit down the book of the 7 seals. Ahezaah done put together my being here, mathematically put it together, beautifully designed it, put it together. And I say, if I'm the one who put it together myself, if I made it up, then bring Farrakhan and all those people who want to say, oh, well, I'm the one. They the one. Bring them to prove my mathematical gathering is wrong.
Right.
You understand? Yeah. But see, we beyond that now. You know, because our people, Allah have proven, like I said before, Katrina, the Lord said that it's angry with black folks, African Americans now. Yeah. And it's cursing them and damning them the same as it is cursing and damning those who were their oppressors. Right. Before they had an excuse. Now they don't have an excuse. They won't listen. So what is the devil doing? What is the jinn doing? Purposely putting people up in opposition to me. They gotta go. It's because because of Elijah, they raised up Martin and Martin's people. Because of me, they raising up African Americans all the way to the presidency, so that you will not listen to Allah's messenger. Yeah. Huh? Yes. And I've challenged Farrakhan, step up here with me if you want to, Mr. Charmer. You feel me? Yes. And there's people sitting back, oh, he couldn't have never ran from him. He couldn't have did that. Well, I'm on your screen. Send him a copy of the tape. Send him copies of the tapes and see if he called me out and come to see me. Because I'm not going to Chicago for him no more. Been there, done that. Little old me. You know, you feel me?
Yes, sir.
For the benefit, not of his benefit, for the benefit of the people.
That's it.
The people of Elijah fulfilling the prophecy in Malachi.
That was it. Right.
What prophecy had Farrakhan fulfilled? None. But being one of the soothsayers, one of the devil's servants, ministering falsehood. Elijah had a reason and an excuse for talking about the black man being the God, and the white man being the devil. That is gone. That time is gone. Everything comes in its time, in its proper time. Just like Ahezaah giving us its new name, like it said it would give us its new name in the book of Revelation. It has done it on time and time with time in the right time, because the Muslims throughout the world has desecrated its name of Allah in the minds of the people. All these people, people who aren't even born yet, when they be born and hear the name of Allah, they're going to think something ill and evil. Because they have desecrated with their actions, coming into the realms of capitalism, making money and materialism more important than the unseen spirituality and power of the Lord El itself. See, people might think that I'm against money. I'm not against money. Give me $1 billion. Give me 10 billion. Give me whatever. I take it. We use it. I love it. I protect it and cherish it, just like the suit. Anything else that Allah give me.
Right.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm not going to place that above L. And that's what you got people have done in ministries of religion. In Islam, Christianity, Judaism, Buddhism, Taoism, you name it.
Right.
They have fanaticized it and fantasized it. And taken it out of its proper context and then saying it's from the Lord.
So Ahezaah left a prophecy in the Quran concerning what you're talking about. When it said each way of life would supersede every other religion that's here today. And Allah left a whole chapter in the Quran, chapter 110, to help those who enter Allah's religion in Christ. See, they ain't looking for what is Allah's religion now. And they ain't thinking now what they call Islam now, because they made that a bloodthirsty religion, or religion of war now. So that is Allah's religion now. In His name they have messed up, desecrated now. Could that be the name of the Lord? It is the name of the Lord, but His new name now is Ahezaah, coming down now in this new city of peace, which is coming forth today, and Allah is manifesting that sign. Oh man, there's so much we can talk about in this, man. This universal message, man. You know, but I hear the signs of the time being played now. Someone's got to call you.
How much time we got? 1 minute.
This has been an I-Have moment to come before the storm.
You want to do things right, to keep up with keeping your lives tight. Tight as in being right with the truth of true insight. Who of you want to do things right? Who of you want to truly succeed?